Hello. I am Abundant Lei 118. Thank you for coming to my channel. I know it is super late when I'm putting this out today, guys, but I have some other business stuff that I've been handling and time got away from me. So I apologize for the late reading, but I hope you guys had an awesome, fabulous, wonderful day. And I am going to do today it was this one, sorry. Our Hearts Hidden Secrets deck, and then also the What's the Tea deck as our extra energy. Let's get our protection mist, shake it on up, and let's get started. Nope, still not screening yet. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. I hope you guys had a great day, honestly. I've been feeling so good. Oh, I got some of the protection mist on my desk. I've been feeling so good. I don't even know what to say. You ever just get this energy? Somebody's thinking about you and wants to give you an apology. I have to say it because I saw it. Somebody's thinking about you, collective. They feel like they owe you an apology about something. But I just feel, you ever wake up and you feel so freed, right? And today is actually the 1010 portal. So I hope you guys did something fun to celebrate the 1010 portal. I definitely did. I actually sent out some amazing prompts for my team to do today, and everyone was messaging feeling so inspired, and it just felt good because it was some really good questions just asking you about, what does it feel like for you to receive, and how do others feel when they are able to bless you, and things of that nature. Just questions that really had made you have to think about abundance and receiving abundance and being deserving of abundance. Oops, something shut out. I'll get to that one in a moment. But it was just really great energy. Somebody just called me. Sorry, somebody text me. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody messaged me, and I was trying to pull up something else, but we got a card that shot out. But yeah, so somebody is thinking about you, collective, and they really do. We had a few cards. I'm not going to use these, but I am going to show you guys because I don't know. I feel the energy is connected. We have rejection, memories, withdrawn, and loyalty. So someone feels like they're having memories about the way how loyal you were to them, and they feel kind of like there's this distance between the two of you now. And so that person is feeling that energy, and that's probably the person that's regretting. I can feel like it's connected. That's what made me actually read it, because you guys know normally I wouldn't even read that. I'd just be like, nope, put it back in the deck. But I felt that was actually connected to the other energy that I saw pre-shuffle. All right, let's grab our 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Puppy Pawpaw, what are you barking for? Bottom of the deck. Oh, hopeless. Sinking, despair, falling apart. Someone is feeling really, really down in the dumps. Collective, I hope that's not you. I really hope that you find something. If you are feeling like this, I want you to find anything, and I truly mean anything, that just remind you of why you do the things you do every day, why you wake up. Find your why. Sit down and just start writing why. Like, ask yourself, why? You know, why do I do the things I do? What motivates me? What keeps me inspired? What excites me, right? And if you're not doing, once you finish that list, if you're not doing the things that you say actually excite you, then ask yourself, why aren't you doing them? And better question would be, in what ways can I include this more in my daily life? Right? Start asking yourself questions that motivate you to pull answers to help you add those things into your life. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Hopelessness, I get it. I've been there. And sometimes it's so easy to get into this energy because you don't even realize it's happening. It just kind of pops up. And then that's just how you feel. So it's okay though. And don't feel bad about it if you feel hopeless. Like, never pick on yourself for feeling hopeless. A lot of times that comes from you judging yourself and not forgiving yourself for things and making yourself feel like you're undeserving of forgiveness and love and consideration and care, when in reality you don't owe anyone else anything. And by you making yourself feel bad for something, you're actually hurting yourself. Don't feel bad for things. Like, know that you're doing your best. And I mean that. Know that you're doing your best. And if you feel like you can do better, then go ahead and do that better. But strive for your best. And when I say strive for your best, I don't care if it's 20%, 5%. Give your best 5%. If all you have is 5%, give the best of that 5% that you have every day. If you have 20%, give the best of that 20%. Because there's days when you're going to have 100%, and I want you to show up in that full 100%. And on those days when you don't have it, guess what? Because you showed up at 100% on the day when you had it, those days when you aren't at 100%, be perfectly fine. No one's going to be upset with you, because you'll know that you've been doing things that equate to why you feel the way you feel. Someone actually gave me a tip yesterday in my book club. It's called spoons. So you start your day with a certain amount of spoons. So I'll say 10. And every time you do certain tasks, they take away a spoon. So you would take away a spoon, maybe put it in your bag. And by the end of the day, I want you to look at how many spoons you have left. That should tell you how much energy you've been expending all day. And now you can understand. Sometimes you need that visual to understand why you feel so tired and so like, oh, what is this? You've been doing a lot. And I want you guys to realize sometimes we minimize what we do every day and feel like it's not important. And it's so important. So I want you to start to use those types of things, like simple things like that, to help you realize how much you're actually doing every day, so that you can start to feel more accomplished and, again, get away from that hopeless energy again. Yeah, that's. So let's see. Oh, come on. Sorry, my babe needs. I think she's trying to get time. Come here. I'll give you time. Sorry, her phone at a certain time stops working. I'm gonna cut this down though, because it's gonna be a little loud once I approve it.
Hug and kiss.
All right. Go ahead. Go watch your video. I'm done, okay? I'm in just a bit. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's cool that she has the same nickname as you. Guys, look at the first card. Twin flames, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. Oh, collective. What is going on? Okay, twin flame journeyers. This is a calling card. Anytime the card comes out, we know it's talking to you. So what's going on, huh? Are you feeling hopeless about your twin? Don't feel hopeless. That's the thing about twins. When you start to motivate yourself, or your twin starts to motivate themselves, it's almost like we feel it energetically. And so that's that energy where you out of nowhere just feel like super motivated. But also if they're feeling hopeless, you start to feel a little hopeless. You got to learn to balance out your side of the energetic poles, okay? So it's kind of like how we know we have a south and a north pole, right? and that sometimes the energies are very different depending on what time of year it is and things of that nature. And the same is with twin flames. Like sometimes you're completely synced, like there's that perfect time where you're both kind of right in the middle of the seasons, and then there's another time when you're both kind of like off. In any of those times, start focusing on how you can make sure that your energy on your side of the pole is balancing out. So regardless of what your twin is doing, you don't lose yourself. I think a lot of times we think of it as like, oh, they have a half of me, when in reality, we're completely whole. There is no halves here. We're whole. We're 100% ourselves. And what it is when we come together, that 100% is it's like shot up. It gets so much bigger because my brain was not giving me the word. But it's the magnitude of it. It gets bigger, right? It's so much more energy, so much positive like influx, and the power of the two like forces coming together is what makes it so amazing. That's why twin flame journeys can be so taxing, right, at times, because of that, because there's so much energy that's expended between the two, right? It's this huge fire, right? And this huge, you ignite each other, you inspire each other, and you get each other excited. And so when that energy comes and it goes, it's a whole mood. So when you're in that vibe, like, oh, I'm getting tingles on top of my head. When you're in that vibe and you feel like there's this pulling, and I say that just because I see cloudy judgment here, and then I see hopeless, like there's this energy here that something is off. And I think it's because there's this like the thoughts behind it are being misconstrued, and I want to help you clear that up. You do not need to be hopeless. You do not need to be confused. Twin flames are a journey. It's a marathon. You're in this for the long haul. This is something that is, sometimes twins meet when they're young and they end up being together when they're young. Sometimes twins meet when they're young and they end up getting together later in life. Sometimes twins meet when they're, in the middle of life. And however it happens, a lot of times, all it's supposed to do is keep you moving forward on your own personal journey. Your twin is there to remind you. It's kind of like, think of twin siblings, right? Twins, they spend the younger parts of their lives together, right? They experience so many things, and sometimes, especially if they're identical twins, they're dealing with these identity crises, or sometimes they're like, they want to be exactly alike. Sometimes they don't want to be alike. Sometimes it's all of that. It's all of that and then some. It's just not on a brother-sister kind of wavelength. It's romantic, right? It's love. And sometimes it's friendship, right? Twins don't always end up as lovers in their lifetime. Sometimes twin flames end up as friends, like best friends. The reason for it is because that's probably just what you needed in this lifetime. You needed a good friend. And so your twin is like, of course, I would gladly sign up to be your friend in this lifetime. And so they come in and they teach you and they help you heal the wounds you have around friendship, so that in the next lifetime, you have such an easy time making friends because you're not worried about that. You've already experienced the ups and downs of friendship with your twin. Twins are amazing, and they really are here to help us. And that's what I was saying, like, even when it's actual twins, like brothers and sisters, the journeys are completely separate. Twins can be born literally minutes apart and have completely different birth charts, natal charts. Everything can be different about them, even though they're just minutes apart. And it's just because of how the planets align and things are moving all the time that it can completely shift who they are as people. And even though they're twins, they're still different. So you have to understand that is really what it is about having a twin, is that it's a journey of two completely individualistic people that have similarities and share a connection, an energetic connection with each other that is to help each other move further on their life journey and to become their best version yet. And meeting your twin will trigger you to do that. And sometimes you will have what is called a false twin, which is someone who comes right before your twin comes to kind of bring out some of those karmic habits you have and help you heal through them. And that's a beautiful thing. Does every twin get that? No, but most do. Most will say that they've had some type of karmic twin that came in and it was this very intense connection and it was all of these things. And then when their actual twin came, they knew it was their twin because the similarities were there, right? That first one gave you those karmic things that you needed to focus on, and kind of like almost like here's a pre-blueprint of what you need to work on before you meet your twin. And if you haven't worked on them by the time you do meet your twin, it will be coming back up for you to work through, right? And then that will oftentimes be the reason why you and your twin separate again. So I say this to say, I want you to know, don't get frustrated and tied up and confused and over fixated on this dynamic. Focus on fixing you. The more you work on yourself, the more the connection between you and your twin gets bigger and stronger and more intense, because it's almost like the better and more healed you are, the more magnetically attractive you both are to each other. So that's a duality thing. The more you work on yourself, the more they work on themselves, the more you're naturally going to be drawn to each other. And it's going to seem effortless. You don't have to do anything. The universe is going to magically draw you together. I'm getting that song Close by Nick Jonas and, what is it? What is her name? I can hear them singing it, but I can't think of her name. But yeah, you'll know the song. Just look it up. It's called Close. But I'm getting that same energy. If it's like you can try to rip yourself from that person, but when you both are healed and truly healed, it's almost like you can't do it. Like it's like you're trying to run the opposite way, and the universe is like, nope, come back here, smack you both together again. What did I say? Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. What am I saying? I don't have to make it up, guys. It's there. This person, I told you, twins meet multiple times in their lifetime. So if you and your twin have already met and they want to come back, they're going to find a way to come back. And when I tell you it's going to come back, it's going to be different. So don't overthink it. I feel like it's so easy to get in your head, especially when you're dealing with your twin. It's so easy to get in your head. Don't do it. Do not. Keep doing the things that make you feel good. Keep focusing on you. Keep healing you. Keep doing all the things. Don't get tied up and confused and don't overthink it. Just enjoy it. Because like I said, twins come and go. It's supposed to, because they're supposed to ignite you. They're supposed to keep you motivated. They're supposed to be reminding you, hey, you're off course again. Right? They're supposed to remind you of that. So if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then when they come, you and that person will just like zoom, come together. You can't help it. But if you're not, then you're going to reject each other, because there's things that you're still not willing to accept within yourself. Thus, how can you accept them in your twin? Because your twin is like a mirror. They're going to hold up themselves to you, and all you're going to see is your flaws. If you haven't done the work on yourself, if you haven't done the healing, they're going to make you see the flaws in yourself. And then you're going to doubt yourself. And then you're going to doubt the connection. And then guess what's going to happen? Boom, you're separated again. So don't do that this time. You're getting the chance. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And don't put expectations on it. Don't assume anything about it. Just enjoy it. And like I said, just show up as your best self. I think this is a good opportunity. You see the dice are in your hand. So the idea of your hand is there. You're holding the opportunity in your hand. It's making me think of the two of wands, where you have that world in one hand and you have a staff in the other. You have the passion and the drive to do this, and you have the opportunity of an endless world journey in your hand. Just take it and have fun. Enjoy yourself. Collective, enjoy yourself. Okay? You deserve this. See? It's healing you. Releasing, purifying, and cleansing. You're healing. I told you guys. This heals you. Being with your twin is good for your soul. Because again, it just means if you and your twin are being drawn to each other, that's a confirmation from the universe that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you're taking care of yourself. Because your twin will only come towards you when you're vibrating at a frequency that they're vibrating at. Now, could that also mean that if you're both in a toxic place, then you're both going to be drawn to each other? Sure, it could. But 9 times out of 10, you more often will draw in your karmic twin than your actual twin if you're in a negative energy. Because most times if you and your twin are, again, now I'm not saying that you can't, but most times that's not what happens. Most times you and your twin come together, there's a lot of healing and love and joy between the two of you. It's a good energy. It's I promise you, the chances of you and your twin coming when you're both in like a very low vibration really rarely happens. You just don't do it. Just being honest, you just don't typically do it. I'm not saying you can't, but you just typically don't. Most times when you guys meet, you are both in a very positive place, but the expectations we put on the connection is, and that's again our inner judge, us judging ourselves, and then us playing the victim to ourselves, and us also, we're going through all those things. We're not communicating, we're not open, we're not honest, we're overthinking things. Just let things flow. Just let it flow. That's where the healing comes. The healing comes from you just letting things flow. Letting go of the expectations, letting go of trying to control these things, just enjoying the ride and loving yourself and allowing yourself to love your twin the way you love you. Truthfully, it's about when you start loving you, that's when it's so much easier for you to love your twin. So allow yourself to love your twin. Let your twin come in and enjoy it. Enjoy the time. And even if your twin ends up having to leave again, I promise you it's not about you. That's the biggest part about don't take it personal. It is never about you. If your twin leaves and they have to go on, it's because whatever you showed to them reminded them of something else they still are working on. And while they're working on them, you continue to work on you. Because eventually you'll both meet up again. And that time, baby, you'll both be set up for good. So just have faith. And like I said, some twins don't even come together in this lifetime. Sometimes it's just an energy. You just feel the energy of your twin, but you never actually connect. So if you've actually met your twin, please know you are blessed. You are of the lucky few, because everyone has not met their twins in this lifetime because they're not meant to. Some people, they're just getting an energetic pull and they feel the connection between them and their twin. Other people have met their twin and then they won't meet their twin again for what feels like a lifetime, right? Some people meet their twin and both of them are in such a positive place in this lifetime that they end up being together right away. And it doesn't matter where you are on the journey. It's healing for you regardless. Your twin is a mirror and you are a mirror to them. And the thing about staring at yourself in the mirror is one of the most healing and restoring things you can do. So imagine that you're a walking mirror for this person. You are literally the walking regimen for their healing, and they are the walking regimen for yours, because what they're going to do is show you, the real you, not the you put on to pretend in front of other people, but the real you. And having to face the real you and see your flaws gives you a chance to love on you the way you've always deserved to be loved. And not putting the expectation on anyone else but you to love on you. Because all your twin vibrates off of is the overflow of love that you already have for yourself. So if they're coming in, it's because you love yourself so much that the overflow is pouring over until their side of the mirror. Yeah. And vice versa. So go ahead and love somebody through the overflow. You deserve it. Let's get this extra card, guys. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful today. I love this. And if you can't see my little heart here, let me move that down. My little heart that my baby made me. So let's get this extra card from the What's the Tea deck. So 1 second while I shuffle our deck. Get that in it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to flip these cards. I already see them bending. You know how I feel about the bend. I am not doing it. Okay? I hear a helicopter. I hope you guys can't hear that. And if you do, I apologize. Excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what that's from, but I feel like I should know. Like my brain was like, you should know that song. And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I liked it. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know if it's a play or a movie. Something. Sounds like something like childlike. It almost sounds like home at the end of The Wizard of Oz. Like it's almost like when I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. But that wasn't exactly it. It was like almost that, but not that. So I'm like, it's not that, but I feel like it's maybe some of the similar actors are in it or something. I don't know. Once I figure it out. It's gonna be in my head for ages until I figure that out. But that's okay. It's worth it. Let's see what we got. Unfazed. Oh, come on. You wanna know why you're unfazed, collective? You are too busy. Oh, hold on. You are too busy winning. Unfazed. So if you have been feeling hopeless or there's this like cloudy judgment, I don't know what cloudy was coming from, but cloudy judgment, I feel like you're getting over that very quickly. Like you're not going to stay in this energy too long of feeling hopeless and defeated. I feel like maybe this is the opposite of the energy. So maybe one of you is feeling a little bit hopeless and kind of just doesn't know what to do. Like they're feeling like their judgment is clouded, like they don't know what decision to make. And I feel like you might be in this energy of like you're just doing things, you're just winning at this time, and so you're just like not even noticing. And that's okay. That's good. That's what I want you to do. I want you to be in this healing, optimistic, open energy, and not letting yourself feel hopeless, right? And sometimes we do have to go through bouts of hopelessness. So I don't want to say it like you're something wrong if you are feeling that way. There's nothing wrong with that. We go through bouts. We need the duality, right? We need the ups and the downs, right? That's how you learn to appreciate what you have when you have it. I just don't want you to get down in the dumps and become like stuck in hopelessness, right? Having a bout of hopelessness of just being like, there's so much stuff happening and just kind of feeling like, I feel a little bit overwhelmed. That's real, right? But I want you to see where you're winning, right? And I want you to allow your winning streaks to be a reminder, like find your successes. It's kind of like what I was talking about in the beginning. Find your successes, find your whys, find the things that motivate you so that even when you have bouts of hopelessness, you come out unfazed. Like, it's just like, I just had a moment. It was just a moment. It's not something that lasts forever. It's just a moment, okay? All right, guys. I love you so very, very much. I hope you've enjoyed coming in for this daily reading. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love to read the comments and to see all the cool things that you got going on. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so on my Abundant Lei 118@gmail.com. Email by emailing me directly and then I'll respond. Or you can go to my pin site, which is added in my description box below, and you can book from there. Alrighty, guys. As always, be blessed and be a blessing. Mwah! Bye.